Honorable Rector, the Supervisory Board and management of the university, academic family and alumni, students and dear guests. Welcome to the celebration of the 108th anniversary of the Republic of Estonia. Please bring in the flags.
Mu õnn ja rõõm, kui kaunis oled sa, ei leia mina iial, sest suure laia ilma peal, mis mul nii armas oleks ka, kui sa mu isamaa. Sa oled mind ju sünnitanud, mu kallis isamaa. Sind tänan mina alati ja jään sul truuiks surmani. Mul kõige armsam oled sa, mu kallis isamaa. Su üle jumal valvaku, mu armas isamaa. Ta olgu sinu kaitseja ja võtku rohkest õnnista, mis iial ette võtad sa, mu kallis isamaa.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us invite onto the stage to open the celebration the rector of TalTech, Professor Tiit Land. Dear colleagues, professors, students, esteemed guests, a few days ago we celebrated the 108th anniversary of the Republic of Estonia. We celebrated the decision that we still want to stand for today and strive to make a success of. I mean, the decision that our own country must be worthy of every person's contribution, and every person's contribution must be worthy of our own country. I don't know whether you celebrated the country's birthday by playing sports, enjoying a meal with your loved ones, or reading a book, but in every such moment there is a quiet question: is Estonia still in our thoughts and actions? And secondly, are these actions enough to ensure our survival? I also asked this question to myself as director, and my reply was: TalTech is trying to do its best. We are not just a place for teaching and learning and research, but a very important space for thinking and making decisions in the Estonian society. We are a place where the question is never whether, but why and how. Especially this thinking and clear analysis is the most important responsibility of a university in a time when the world does not provide simple answers and where self-interest prevails over truth in the minds of many speakers. We live in a world where war is not only fought on the front lines, it is fought on the sea and under the sea. It is fought through the selective sharing of information and its distortion. Broken cables remind us of how fragile the connection with our good neighbors is. Mixing of false information with truth disrupts the internal coherence of societies. When truth and lies mix, the state and the people lose their common goal. And in this case, we all lose. From this perspective, a university is not a luxury for the state, but a security institution. TalTech combines the competencies of engineering, information technology, and other fields, allowing both the researchers and students to contribute to the security and defense capability of the country. Furthermore, it is also very important to have a space for opinions, where every statement must be backed by evidence, every decision based on solid knowledge. Fortunately, the TalTech strategic plan for the years 2026 to 2035 is not an abstract declaration. It is a serious action plan that formulates the most important challenges along with ways to achieve them. We see three challenges as the most important. A. Competitive and climate-friendly industry and energy. B. Digitalization and AI. C. Security and defense technologies. From a distance, these goals fit into just 3 bullet points. However, when we look closer, we may even be taken aback. How can we, not a very large university on international scale, cope with them? Honorable fellow celebrators, evidently each of us in this hall can affirm without hesitation that knowledge is the greatest power of our era. It provides clarity, a yardstick, and lays the foundation for new developments. But knowledge alone is not enough. Besides knowledge, or even before it, there must be faith. Not faith in what remains beyond the measurable and provable, although each of us has an inalienable right to that too. In today's context, I mean faith in ourselves, the courage to trust one's thoughts, effective work, and dedication. What I mean is faith of researchers in their colleagues, in the power of cooperation, in the fact that a common goal is always greater than the efforts, no matter how desperate, of one individual. I mean faith in terms of conviction that even a small nation's university can have great impact. That right here in the heads of our researchers, in our labs and lecture halls, ideas are born that help keep our country free, independent, and prosperous. Our faith today is more of a conviction that we can turn our research achievements into actions, solutions, and value in general. Only in this way can we keep Estonia as an equal partner alongside friends, and only in this way can we build the inner strength and determination to stand against those who try to break our unity and undermine freedom. Knowledge gives us ability, ability gives us courage. In harmony with these two, a force is born that makes a small country great. At this point, I'm very pleased to say that the country has noticed and demonstrated appreciation of our efforts. Professor Targo Kalamäes of the Department of Civil Engineering and Architecture of the School of Engineering received this year's annual Science Award in the field of engineering and technology, while Professor Carsten Starr of the Department of Economic Analysis and Finance of the School of Economics received the annual Science Award in the field of social sciences. Among the members of our university, Tarmo Soomere was awarded the Order of the National Coat of Arms 3rd class by the President, Tiina Randma-Liiv and Erik Puura, the Order of the White Star, 4th class, Vello Tõugu, the Order of the White Star, and Marina Kuznetsova and Aavo Ots, the Order of the White Star, 5th class. Once again, applause to them. Dear friends, Tallinn University of Technology will not achieve its goals alone. We will do this together with the industry, the public sector and international partners. Each of them has their own role, but we all do it for the common goal, the basis of which is a free and democratic Estonia. Our vision is to be a technical and research university equal to similar universities in the Nordic countries, a university that not only teaches and researches, but also contributes decisively to the security and well-being of our society. This is a strategic choice through which we show that academic freedom and national security are two parts of a single system that work together. We need an Estonia with a past that gives us strength and hope. We equally need an Estonia whose key to the future lies in the knowledge, courage and faith that we are the ones building and expanding our freedom. Thank you. Good luck in striving for our common goal, side by side. Mente et manu, long live Estonia. Thank you to the rector. Dear guests, we will now hear a celebratory address by the head of the Chemistry and Biotechnology Department of the School of Science of Teltech, Pirjo Spuul. Dear rector, professors, colleagues, dear students, guests, and friends. On the 108th anniversary of the Republic of Estonia, we celebrate a country that has survived not on its size, but on its tenacity and wisdom. Our history has been complex, but we have always found a way forward, not by chance, but thanks to people who have believed in our independence, education, research, and cooperation. I stand before you as a geneticist and a microbiologist, as the head of the Department of Chemistry and Biotechnology, as the co-head of the Center of Excellence for Health and Food Technologies, as a wife and mother, but above all, as someone who believes in the future of Estonia. I am originally from Haapsalu. My mother is a nurse. As a child, I saw from the sidelines what it really means to care, what it means to be on duty when others are enjoying time off, what it means to do good quietly and consistently. The Estonian medical system was not brilliant at the time, but my mother was dedicated. And watching my mother, I saw a lot of humanity there. My father has golden hands, someone who can assemble whatever machine and find a solution when others have already given up. From this soil, my journey into research began. I wanted to contribute to the technology of the future, to genetic engineering. That's how it was advertised at the time. My two beloved aunts passed away too early due to cancer and bacterial infection. That made me want to study these topics more closely. Today, I lead a research group that aims to take infectious disease diagnostics to a new level. That includes the early detection and prevention of pathogen-caused cancer. But my growth as a researcher was not confined to Estonia. I spent 12 years away in Finland and France. In addition to science, I also got to know different societies. I saw how universities there function, how research policy is made, how research groups are built, and international cooperation is fostered. In Finland, I experienced systemicity and calm continuity. In France, however, I saw the academic tradition and intellectual passion that have formed the backbone of scientific thinking over many centuries. I saw how important the international dimension is research does not belong to one country. Knowledge and cooperation move across borders. But I realized that as an Estonian, I wanted to come back to my home country. I want to invest the knowledge and experiences gained abroad here in Estonia to be with my family in my home country, so that my children can grow up in Estonia, surrounded by the culture that is part of me, my parents, and my grandparents. I believe that these years abroad enriched me both as a person and as a scientist. I definitely became more tolerant and my horizons broadened greatly. I recommend being away from Estonia for a while to everyone. It is no less than essential for a researcher. Looking from a distance, things often take on a different value. We begin to appreciate what we otherwise take for granted. A spread sandwich on the anniversary of the Republic can seem like an ultimate luxury when you are away from home. I have been at Teltech for 10 years now. These years have demonstrated that our university is exceptionally open. I have had the opportunity to work as a researcher, project manager, director, and lecturer. A good system supports growth. As a natural scientist, I know that a healthy ecosystem does not suppress diversity. It uses it for development and strength. The film director and social thinker Ilmar Raag has aptly noted that we tend to describe Estonia through the past, as if searching for a golden age that we would like to bring back. But at the university, our gaze must be directed primarily forward. The choices we make today shape tomorrow's society. As the only technical university in Estonia, our mission is to support Estonia's sustainable development and improving the well-being of the people. In a changing environment, our development directions must reflect the needs of society. To implement this vision, Teltech has concentrated its strengths in centers of excellence. The potential therein lies in cooperation, in bringing together the knowledge of different research groups, disciplines, and schools. The centers of excellence do not focus on random topics, but areas where our university, our country, Europe, and the whole world are facing challenges. One of these strategic directions is health. For me, health is also a personal mission. I am honored to be the co-director of the Health and Food Technology Center of Excellence together with Professor Jana Holmar. Our center brings together 41 research groups from all schools of the university, and only together can we find solutions to major challenges. We often talk about Estonia's strength in the context of defense capability, economy, or digital state, but I believe it is also important to emphasize that a strong Estonia is a healthy Estonia. Health means vitality, work capacity, creativity, and resilience. It also means the opportunity to dream and build the future. But the health sector is facing serious challenges. The population is aging, and this comes with more and more people living with chronic disease. Medical costs are rising, while the healthcare system is facing a staff shortage. To meet the needs of the world's growing population, we must transition from linear mass consumption to a circular economy and a sustainable food system. At the heart of this transition are effective and research-based preventive measures that reduce the healthcare burden before disease occurs, as well as smart health and food technologies that support people in their daily choices. When talking about health and health promotion, we cannot avoid talking about AI. This topic is also at the heart of centers of excellence in our university. Recently, I was inspired by Professor Jaak Villo's idea that artificial intelligence can make healthcare more human. This is a somewhat surprising perspective, is it not? We are used to hearing discussions about the dangers of artificial intelligence, its impact on our jobs, our development, our mental health. AI is often portrayed as cold and calculating technology, as if a machine substitute for humans. But Professor Villo draws attention to something very important. When artificial intelligence takes over the analysis of volumes of data, the search for patterns, and routine comparison work, the doctors will have their most precious resource freed up, and that is their time. Time to be by the patient's side, time to listen, time to explain. So artificial intelligence does not have to take the humanity out of healthcare. It can actually bring it back. Already today, artificial intelligence has taken radiology, for example, to a new level. Machine learning models can analyze X-ray and computer imaging with precisions which helps to detect abnormalities at an early stage. AI helps to identify patterns of disease risks, find new biomarkers, and predict how a person's health may develop over time. I inevitably wonder if my aunts would be here today had today's knowledge and technologies been available back then. Researchers are working on this both at our university and throughout Europe. The Taltech-led Health Digital Twins project, which I have the honor of coordinating, is harmonizing health data across Europe. The goal is to predict disease risk, assess treatment effectiveness, and find new targets for existing drugs. But there is one important but here. Any model is only as good as the data underlying it. In the case of AI-based system, data quality is critical. If the input data is inaccurate, biased, or incomplete, then no algorithm will save us. Technology is like an amplifier of research quality. The importance of quality was also emphasized by the president of the Estonian Academy of Sciences, Professor Mart Saarma, in his speech in this very hall last week. He pointed out that we need to maintain a critical mind because we are surrounded by too much noise, low-quality research publications, and data. Lack of time is certainly a very acute issue at the university where managers, researchers, lecturers, and students always seem to be short of time. Does this ring a bell with anyone? The pace is increasing, projects are adding up, expectations are growing. Sometimes it feels like we can't escape a training room where the ever-increasing workload is supposed to increase our endurance. And for a while, it does grow. But as nature has decreed, even the most trained muscle gets tired if there is no time for recovery. And this is also the case with positive stress. A recent opinion piece by Anne-Len Machov eloquently reminded us that the human body has an evolutionarily developed fight or flight mechanism. In a stressful situation, the sympathetic nervous system is activated, cortisol and adrenaline are released, blood is directed to the muscles, breathing quickens. The body prepares to flee from or confront the threat. This system is designed for a short-term threat. After that, the parasympathetic nervous system must be activated. Recovery, digestion, rest. It is obvious that the balance of these two systems is crucial. The resources spent in a stressful situation must be restored. To recover, we need quality sleep, nutritious food, physical exercise, time with our loved ones, and time for ourselves. Balance is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity. Nature also has periods of rest. Winter is necessary for recovery. Similarly, we too need our own winter moments. Perhaps we can use artificial intelligence here, at least partially, as a tireless assistant which helps balance the load, automate analysis, and free up time for what is truly important. Because as President Alar Karis said in his anniversary speech, a good employee is not the one who leaves the office last. A good employee is the one who, in addition to work done, has the energy left to live a quality life. We are in the midst of change, and the old understandings, rhythm of life, habits may no longer be fully applicable. We must constantly adapt. As a natural scientist, I know that evolution does not reward the strongest, but the most adaptable. Adaptability is a central principle of developmental biology. This applies to species, ecosystems, and also to institutions. Artificial intelligence does not fit into yesterday's frameworks. It cannot be treated according to old logic or forced into existing structures. It changes the environment in which we think, learn, and work. Our task is not to resist it, but to learn to find a new balance, to cooperate wisely with each other and with new technologies. Unfortunately, we often see the opposite trend in society. Social media and chatbots create individual information bubbles for us, amplify confrontation, and isolate people from each other. If supply once shaped the market, today demand is the driving force. We are no longer just consumers, we are trendsetters, shaping what is created, developed, and shown to us with the choices we make. Algorithms learn from our preferences, and gradually they also influence how we see the world and how we understand ourselves. AI poses a challenge to education. How to support students in an environment where smart devices and rapid information consumption fragment attention. How to teach immersion in an era that favors speed. The expectations of the labor market are also changing faster than our curricula. Therefore, the greatest value of a PhD is not only professional knowledge, but also the quality of thinking, the ability to analyze deeply, see connections, and ask questions that lead us forward. It is important to remember that our greatest superpower is our brain, and if we do not train it, use it for critical thinking, empathy, and creativity, do not protect it, then no artificial intelligence will be of use to us. We must ensure that artificial intelligence is a tool that empowers and not a substitute that replaces thinking. Responsibility and independent decision-making must remain with the human. And let's not forget to get together, spend time with each other, chat without a screen, spend time with family, friends, and colleagues. Openness and willingness to cooperate are also Taltech's values. Cross-disciplinary cooperation is strengthened in the centers of excellence, and the interdisciplinary approach is of critical importance in solving complex problems we face today. Furthermore, cooperation with hospitals and pharmaceutical and biomedical companies is important in the health sector to bring lab results to the market as new products or technologies. At the same time, we must not underestimate basic science, the foundation from which innovative applications may emerge. Benjamin Franklin has said, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I will remember. Involve me and I will learn." When an academic idea grows into a multinational company, it does not diminish research, it proves its vitality. Research-based innovation creates value when it reaches people. In health and food technology, this means real-life solutions that change our daily life. Dear university family, today we celebrate Estonia's independence, but we also celebrate the future that we are building through research, technology, and health. I wish that we build an Estonia where people live longer and healthier lives, where mental health is supported without stigma, where science and artificial intelligence generate solutions and new technologies that make life better. We offer more healthy years to everyone. Happy birthday, dear Estonia. Long live our republic. Thank you. Thank you to senior researcher Pirjo Spool. Dear university family, before we proceed with honoring the best of the year, we have the honorable duty to inaugurate for the next term of office the Dean of the School of IT. I invite the Rector, Professor Tiit onto the stage for the inauguration. When the Dean is inaugurated, the Rector, Tiit will present to the Dean for his new term of office a medal made by the artist Ene Valter in 2017, which is worn as a symbolic token during celebrations of the university. After accepting the medal, the Dean will sign the honor book. I would like to invite onto the stage for the inauguration the Dean of the School of IT, Professor Gert Järvan. Congratulations to the Dean of the School of IT, Professor Gert Järvan. And thank you very much to Rector Ditland. Ladies and gentlemen, today's musical entertainment will be provided by the Taltech Brass Band and Uku Suviste. First, you will hear a musical masterpiece by Sven Grünberg and Hunter Unnel. I will come once again.
Et ma tulen kord jälle ja hakkan sind nõudma taga ja otsima igat sinu jälge, kus kunagi kohtus meie rada. Mu tulek on aimates tunda, siis kuulda võib linnu karjed. On hämarad ööd minu tundlad, neist pided sa leida ja varjed. Kõik muistne, mis on vajunud liiva, mu tulek taas äratab üles. Ehk küll teda kurjalt ja kiivalt aeg unustus peab oma süles. Siis nõuan ma taga sind jälle, mu päevi neid väheseid liiaks ning tundi ma kardan, mil jälle mu pihust kõik pudeneb liivaks. Siis nõuan ma taga sind jälle, me päevi neid väheseid liiaks ning tunni ma kardan, kus jälle mu pius kõik pudeneb liiaks. Suur aitäh ja
Thank you very
kallis
much.
TalTechi akadeemiline pere, olgu
Dear academic family of TalTech,
vabariigi aastapäeva puhul. Aitäh!
I would like to extend my best wishes for the anniversary of the Republic of Estonia. Thank you to the brass band, to Uku Suviste, and to the conductor Diana Mäeväli. We have reached the stage where we would like to honor the researchers and research publications for 2025 of TalTech. For the award ceremony, we would like to invite the rector, Professor Tiit Land, and vice rector for research, academician Jarek Kurnitski, onto the stage. The information about all recipients of awards will be published on the university website and the journal Mentet Manu. Let us begin. Young Researcher of the Year title is awarded to a member of the academic staff who has earned their doctorate no earlier than 10 years prior. The committee considers their contribution into research, presentations at research conferences, supervising doctoral students, involving them in research and development activities, research awards and appreciations, and participation in research organizatory activities. Ladies and gentlemen, the Young Researcher of the Year 2025 of TalTech is the Senior Researcher of the Department of Electrical Power Engineering and Mechatronics, Andrei Chub. The title of Researcher of the Year is awarded to a researcher who has outstanding achievements in leading research and development projects, supervising doctoral theses, and publishing scientific achievements in high-level scientific journals. Presentations at scientific forums, implementation of scientific results, involvement of students and undergraduates in research and development activities, scientific awards and recognitions, popularization of scientific results, and participation in scientific organizational activities are also taken into consideration. Ladies and gentlemen, the Researcher of the Year is the head of the biopolymer lab, of the Department of Materials and Environmental Technology, Professor in tenure, and Andres Krumme. The title of the Best Research Article of the Year will be awarded in 3 research fields, and you can soon read more about the content of the best articles on the university website and in the magazine Mente et Mano. The best article in the field of natural, exact and health sciences is Repeat Element RNAs Integrate a Neuronal Growth Circuit. Please come onto the stage, the author from TalTech, Professor Indrek Koppel. In the field of engineering and technology, we would like to recognize the authors of two best scientific articles. The best research article of 2025 is Statistical Analysis of Fluorescence Intensity Transients with Bayesian Methods. Please come onto the stage, the authors, Hamed Karimi, Professor Martin Laasmaa, Margus Pihlak, and Professor Marko Vendelin. The research publication of 2025 in the field of engineering and technology is titled Deep Learning Methodology for Charging Management Applications in Battery Cells Based on Neural Networks. Please come onto the stage. The authors of the article, Rolando Antonio Gilbert Zequera, Viktor Ryabchikov, Professor Anton Rasselnikon, Thomas Weimann, and Professor Ants Kallaste. The research article of the year 2025 in the field of social sciences and humanities is titled Micro-Foundations of Rationality in the Age of AI on Emotions, Bodies and Intelligence. Please come onto the stage, Professor Mari-Clara Stein. Once again, congratulations to the researchers of the year and authors of articles of the year. Thank you to academician Jarek Gurnitsky, and we would like to invite onto the stage the Vice Rector for Entrepreneurship, Erik Puura. Third place in the category Development Project of the Year was awarded to the work, the risk and status-based asset management principle development. Please come onto the stage, members of the research group, Professor Jaakko Kilter, Professor Ants Kallaste, Guida Andresen, Sajid Asefi, Marko Tealanen, Jaanus Kaugerand, Professor Sadak Ben-Yahia, Andri Riid, Toomas Vaiman, Henri Manninen, Kaur Tuttelberg, Professor Lauri Kütt, Mari Lööper, Ivar Kiitam, and Paul Taklaja. Runner-up in the category Development Project of the Year, the project entitled Smart Agro Portable Laboratory Grade Soil Nutrient Analysis Platform for Precision Agriculture. Please come onto the stage, members of the research group, Professor Ekaterina Mazhina-Shinkar, Yelena Gorbachova, Martin Janus, Mari-Liis Leinus, Evelyn Heiling, Professor Mihkel Kaljurand, and Merike Vaher. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to giving the award of the development project of 2025. The best development project 2025 is C2 Grid, AI-based situation awareness and assisted decision-making platform. Please come onto the stage, members of the research group, Vladimir Kuts, Yevhen Bondarenko, Ivan Simatyuk, Rostislav Bochuk, Danil Rubnikov, and Samuel Stepanov. Once again, congratulations to all authors of development projects, and thank you to the Vice Rector for Entrepreneurship, Erik Puura. Honorable University family, we are about to give out awards of staff members of the year, program managers, and monographers for presenting the awards for the School of IT. I would like to invite onto the stage Professor Gerd Järvan, the Dean of the School of IT. From the School of IT, 3 faculty members of the year were selected, and I would like to invite them onto the stage in alphabetical order. The 3 best faculty members are Associate Professor of the Department of Software Science, Erki Eesar. The faculty member of the year 2025 of the School of IT is a senior lecturer at the IT College, Toomas Lepikult. And the Faculty Member of the Year 2025 of the School of IT is lecturer of the Thomas Johann Seebeck Department of Electronics, Andres Heek, who unfortunately was not able to join us today. But we will give him a round of applause. Nevertheless, thank you to Professor Gert Järven, and I would like to invite onto the stage for awarding the awards for the School of Engineering, Professor Fyodor Sergeyev. The School of Engineering will also award 3 titles of Faculty Member of the Year. The Faculty Member of the Year 2025 of the Engineering School is the Senior Lecturer of the Virumaa College, Olga Dunayeva. The Faculty Member of the Year 2025 of the School of Engineering is a doctoral student, junior researcher of the Department of Civil Engineering and Architecture, Mihkel Kask, who unfortunately is not here today. But a round of applause anyway. The Faculty Member of the Year 2025 of the School of Engineering is the Senior Lecturer of the Department of Materials and Environmental Technology, Natalia Savest. The Program Directors of the Year competition is held across faculties and recognizes a total of 4 program directors who, with great dedication, developed study programs that meet the expectations and needs of both the university and the society. Today, 3 study program managers of the School of Engineering were awarded the title. Ladies and gentlemen, the program manager of the year 2025 is the professor of the Environmental Energy and Chemical Technologies study program, Professor Oliver Järvik. The TalTech Program Manager of the Year is the Program Manager of the Building Design and Construction Management Curriculum, Professor Irene Lill. The Program Manager of the Year 2025 of TalTech is the Program Manager for the Green Energy Technologies study program, Kirsti Timo. For the second year in a row, the award for the best monograph chapter, or university textbook of the year is handed out. The awards given to the author of an exceptionally outstanding monograph chapter, or university textbook published in the first edition in the calendar year of the competition announcement, or the calendar year preceding it, which significantly advances the development of the field. This year, 2 monographs were awarded. The first one from the School of Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, the university textbook of the year 2025 is the textbook Construction Surveying. Please come onto the stage, authors of the textbook, Sander Varbla and Professor Artu Elman. Dear university family, this year, for the first time, the Thesis Supervisor of the Year award will be presented in bachelor's, master's and doctoral studies. The competition is university-wide, and supervisors from the School of Engineering managed to win the title in both bachelor and doctoral studies. Ladies and gentlemen, the supervisor of bachelor thesis of 2025 is a visiting lecturer, Piret Mellik. The supervisor of doctoral thesis for the year 2025 is Professor Targo Kalamees. Thank you to Professor Fyodor Sergeyev. We would like to invite onto the stage the Dean of the School of Science, Professor Andrus Salupere. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty member of the School of Science 2025 is the professor of the cybernetics department, Professor Andrus Salupere. The supervisor of the year for master studies of Teltech for the year 2025 is the senior lecturer of the Department of Geology, Erik Väli. Thank you to Professor Andrus Salupere. We would like to invite onto the stage for the recognition of the best from the School of Business and Governments, the Dean, Professor Mari Avarmaa. from the School of Business and Governance, 2 faculty members were selected. The Faculty Member of the Year 2025 from the School of Business and Governance is lecturer of the Business Management Department, Krista Kumm. The Faculty Member of the Year 2025 from the School of Business and Governance is the lecturer from the Department of Economics and Finance, Signe Rosenberg. The School of Business and Governance was also successful in the competition for the Program of the Year. The Program of the Year 2025 manager from the School of Business and Governance was Külli Taro, the head of the Public Sector Management and Innovation Study Program. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to come here today. The School of Business and Governance was again very successful in the competition for the monography of the year, monography chapter, or textbook of the university textbook of the 2025 is entitled Data Welfare State. Please come onto the stage, Professor Anu Masso. The supervisor of the year for master studies for 2025 title was awarded to the professor of the Department of Business Administration and Analysis, Laivi Laidro. Thank you to Professor Maria Varma. The Faculty Member of the Year 2025 of the Estonian Maritime Academy is Senior Lecturer Jarmo Köster. Once again, congratulations to all teachers and program managers, and thank you to Rector Dietland. Dear university family, before we start recognizing the support staff of the year and announcing the green, sports, cultural and student acts of the year, it is time to enjoy some more music. You will be listening to the Taltech Brass Band and Uku Suviste. The conductor is Tarmo Kivisilla.
rannal valge maja. On suve hommik sajab, kusagil helisevad kellad ja äksub kaevuvinn. Loodus üles ärkab, kas te heingi tärkab. Päike oma esimesi kiiri heidab, taas algamas on päev. Üks paat on sõitmas meres ja päiksest lausa värev aeg. Linnulaulu rannalt kostub, merelt kajab vastu kajakate naer. See kajakate naer, see naer, see naer on naer, naer. Ilus oled sa, ilus oled isamaa. Ilus oled sa, ilus oled sünnimaa. Aegamisi vihmapisar looduse veel rohekamaks loob. Päiksekiirsis uduvines jälle uusi vikerkaari koob. Vihmast loodud lahnu on ladestunud õhku. Loodushääli on nüüd kõikjal, taas algamas on päev. Ainult tuul nii vaikselt merel loob oma tantse, siis ringutab ja ära kaob üle mere metsalloo. Ja üksik paadimees merel on püügil paadi järel nood. Kuid unistab ta noosi, on hinges teised noodid. La 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 la, la 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 la. See on laul, see laul, see on laul, la 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 laul. Ilus oled sa, ilus oled isamaa. Ilus oled sa, ilus oled sünnimaa. Ilus oled sa, ilus oled isamaa. Ilus oled sa, ilus oled sünnimaa. Ilus oled sa, ilus oled sünnimaa. Ilus oled sa, ilus oled sünnimaa.
Thank you to the brass band, to Uku Suviste and the conductor Tarmo Kivisilla. Please come onto the stage to present the awards for support staff of the year, Rector Tiit Land and the Director for Administration, Tea Trahov. The title of Support Staff Member of the Year is awarded this year for the 8th time, and in total 5 colleagues from the support structures are going to be recognized. The Support Staff Member of the Year 2025 is the project manager for websites of the Marketing and Communications Department, Kadri Jürissaar. The Support Staff Member of the Year 2025 of Taltech is the Support Services Development Manager for the Directorate of Administration, Britta Laurfeld. The Support Staff Member of the Year 2025 of Taltech is the Head of Academic Affairs at the Tartu College, Kaie Lehtme. The Support Staff Member of the Year 2025 of Taltech is the Financial Analyst of the Finance Department, Laidi Lembaru. The Support Staff Member of the Year 2025 is the School Cooperation and Admissions Marketing Chief Specialist, Keiu Org. We have now reached the Deeds of the Year. In the competition for the Green Deed of the Year, the competition was so tight that we selected 2 winners. The Green Deed of the Year 2025 of Taltech is the activities promoting sustainable development in the form of continuing education and community development carried out by the Institute of Materials and Environmental Technology. Please come onto the stage. The authors: Professor Tiia Plamus, Laura Kuningas, Professor Maarja Grossberg-Kuusk, Professor Andres Krumme, Katre Worth, Piret Mellik, Professor Jan Kers, Viktoria Gutkova, Mai Uipu, Niina Tuulova, Professor Andres Trikkel, Helen Sooväli-Sepping, Professor Allan Niidu, Professor Ivo Palu, Ruth Hintz, Tony Hard, Ulrika Hurt, Riina Aav, professor Petri-Jaan Lahtvee, Margit Kull, Jaana Merisaar, Merle Ojasoo, Simo Ilomets, Karin Käär, Liisa Rebane ja Sergei Preis. The TalTech Green Deed of the year 2025 is Green Thematic Months. Please come onto the stage. The people inspiring this: Marju Ösarov, Katlin Sonk, Henri Suomalainen, Liisu Kirke-Normak, Milanna Naris, Birgit Pedaja, Piibe Kirke-Tops, Kristin Rammus, and Gert Savatsky. To award the title of the Cultural Deed of the Year, would like to invite onto the stage the chairman of the board of the Cultural Center, Marina Kuznetsova. The Cultural Deed of the Year award was awarded to the TalTech Brass Band with their record from 7 to 5. We would like to invite onto the stage the head conductor Tarmo Kivisella and member of the management board Kristel Veersalu. Congratulations to the winners of the Cultural Award, and thank you to Marina Kuznetsova. We have reached sports, and we would like to invite for prize giving onto the stage the head of the sports club, Rait Käbi. Ladies and gentlemen, the sports deeds of the year 2025 is the Estonian Masters title of the TalTech Nordic volleyball women's team. I would like to invite onto the stage the pace striker Anu Talvar and head coach Janis Sirelpuu. Thank you to Teat Rahov and Rait Käbi for giving out the Students' Awards please come onto the stage. The head of the Students Association, Alexander Robas. The student deed of the year 2025 of TalTech is Tipilan. Please come onto the stage. Rene Arumets, Mirjam-Liis Looke, Daniel Nurme, and Martin Melkonen. We have reached the title of the Student of the Year, and we had two exemplary finalists, Gregor Kokk and Ott-Kaarel Väe, competing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Student of the Year 2025 is Gregor Kokk. The Student Organization of the Year title was also a close competition between many excellent and ambitious organizations. The Student Association of the School of Information Technology and the Student Association of Tartu College came out on top. Ladies and gentlemen, the Student Organization of the Year 2025 is the Student Association of the School of Information Technology. Thank you, Alexander Robas. Thank you to the rector. The celebration of the 108th anniversary of the Republic of Estonia is coming to its end. Thank you for being with us, either online or in this hall. All recipients of awards are expected to the rector's reception at the student building, where a group photo is going to be taken. The celebration is going to end with the singing of Gaudeamus and exiting of the flags. Please exit the room after the flags. Please stand up for Gaudeamus.